Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. If you're freaking out because Christmas is just a few days away, you are not alone. All of the hustle and the bustle and all the things you have to get ready are probably on your mind, but once it's all done, once dinner is fixed and everybody's eaten and they're full and you've unwrapped all the presents and everything's a mess, you're probably going to start busting out the family stories. It's a very special time. It's just very special to spend Christmas with your family. And I want to just share a couple things that you can do to capture those stories when they're being told so that you have them in the future. You don't just get to hear them on Christmas Day or on New Year's Eve or whatever. You get to actually capture those for the future. So the first thing that I recommend, that's what this video is about. The first thing I recommend is using a recorder. Do not try to write down stories as they happen. Because first of all, it makes it awkward when someone's like, then I got my first car, and you're like, click, first car. Yeah, no, don't do that, please. Use a recorder. I use a digital recorder. If you don't have a digital recorder, there are lots of recording apps for smartphones that are really outstanding. Just make sure it's something that lets you download something as an MP3. The second thing is to use story prompts. You can use getting to know you cards. You can use trivia questions. You can use, I have a story prompt game. If you'd like to use it, it's just something you roll the dice and it comes up, randomly generates a question. And if that's something that you want to use, you can send me a message through Facebook. My business page is Cedar Pen, or you can email me at emma@cedarpen.com and I'll send it to you. It's really a fabulous game. I use it with my clients. At first, people are like, I don't really know, but it really gets the stories going and nobody ever regrets playing it. It feels silly at first, but after a while, everyone's always really glad that they were able to kind of get that out. So use a recorder, turn it on, set it aside, let people forget about it, use story prompts to get the stories going, and the third thing you can do is outsource. If this is something that just feels awkward to you, a lot of my clients, they would record their own stories, but as soon as you say, I'd like you to write your life story, they feel like what they're telling their family is, I think you're gonna die soon, and I want your stories, when really what's happening, they never receive it that way. It's usually, if you're talking to grandma or grandpa, they receive it as, oh, you wanna remember me forever, that's so special. So don't be afraid to tell someone that you want their stories. And if you are listening to their stories and you say, gosh, I really just want your stories to last forever, would you write a book? That's the first thing you should ask them. Would you write this in a book? If they say, I don't have the time for a book, I don't know how to write one, you can tell them, I know someone who will write it for you. That's what I do. If you're listening to this and you don't live in the Sacramento area, you can go on to the Association of Personal Historians website, which is personalhistorians.org, and search for a personal historian in your area. Reach out to them and see what they can do for your family to preserve their stories for Christmases and Christmases to come. Happy holidays to everybody. I'll see you in 2017.